Welcome to the Iraqi Dinar Update channel, your trusted source for the latest news, analysis, and insights on the Iraqi dinar. We provide up-to-date information on exchange rates, economic developments, and key financial trends affecting Iraq's currency. Whether you're an investor, trader, or simply keeping an eye on the market, our channel delivers accurate reports, expert opinions, and government policy updates to keep you informed. Stay tuned for real-time updates and in-depth discussions on the future of the Iraqi dinar. The television special currently airing is focused on a significant shift in the global financial system, specifically addressing the transition away from physical cash, particularly the US dollar, toward a digital currency. This transition is being positioned as a strategic move to eliminate the parallel market, a sector of the economy that operates outside of official regulatory frameworks, often facilitating activities such as money laundering, tax evasion, and unregulated financial transactions. The parallel market has long been a challenge for governments and central banks, as it undermines official monetary policies, weakens economic stability, and creates an alternative financial ecosystem that is difficult to control. By introducing a digital currency, authorities aim to establish a more transparent, traceable, and controllable financial environment, ensuring that all transactions occur within the bounds of the formal economy. The concept of moving away from the US dollar as a dominant currency in international transactions has been gaining traction for years, particularly among countries that seek to reduce reliance on the US financial system. Many governments and economic blocs have been exploring the development of central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, as an alternative to traditional fiat money. Unlike decentralized cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, which operate on blockchain networks outside of government control, CBDCs are state-backed digital assets issued and regulated by central banks. These digital currencies maintain the stability and credibility of traditional money while offering the advantages of digital transactions, such as speed, security, and efficiency. A key reason behind the push for digital currencies is the ability to curb illicit financial activities. In a cash-based economy, large sums of money can move undetected, allowing for underground financial networks to thrive. The introduction of a central bank-controlled digital currency eliminates the anonymity associated with cash transactions, ensuring that every transfer is recorded and monitored. This makes it significantly more difficult for individuals and organizations to engage in illegal financial activities, as there is no way to hide transactions from the authorities. Furthermore, tax collection becomes more efficient, as governments can accurately track financial flows and ensure that all taxable income is properly reported. The television special emphasizes that the move to digital currency is not just about reducing illicit activity, but also about economic sovereignty and financial stability. Many countries, particularly those with emerging economies, have faced challenges due to their dependence on the US dollar for international trade and financial transactions. The dominance of the dollar in global markets has given the United States significant influence over other nations' economies, as seen in cases where US sanctions have effectively cut off targeted countries from the global financial system. By adopting digital currencies that operate independently of the dollar, nations can reclaim control over their monetary policies, reducing their vulnerability to external pressures and economic fluctuations caused by US policy decisions. Every transaction can be monitored, analyzed, and potentially restricted by regulatory agencies. This has led to concerns about individual financial freedoms and the potential for overreach by governments. Critics argue that a fully digital financial system could be used to impose financial restrictions on dissenting voices, control how money is spent, or even implement policies like programmable money, where funds can only be used for specific purposes dictated by the issuer. Despite these concerns, many central banks are moving forward with digital currency initiatives, recognizing that the benefits outweigh the challenges. Countries like China have already launched pilot programs for their digital yuan, and other nations, including the European Union and the United States, are actively researching and developing their own versions of CBDCs. These digital currencies are expected to integrate with existing financial systems, allowing for seamless transactions between traditional bank accounts and digital wallets. The transition to digital currency also has implications for monetary policy. Central banks will have new tools at their disposal to manage inflation, interest rates, and economic growth. For example, digital currency can enable more precise implementation of stimulus measures, as governments can directly distribute funds to citizens without relying on intermediaries like banks. This level of control could make economic interventions more effective. Another significant advantage of digital currencies is financial inclusion. In many parts of the world, large segments of the population remain unbanked, meaning they do not have access to traditional banking services. A well-implemented digital currency system can provide financial services to these individuals, allowing them to participate in the economy without requiring a traditional bank account. This could be particularly transformative in developing countries, where access to financial institutions is limited and cash transactions dominate. The television special highlights that this shift is not just a theoretical concept but an ongoing transformation that is actively reshaping the financial landscape. As governments and financial institutions continue to develop and implement digital currency solutions, the world is moving closer to a future where cash is obsolete and all transactions occur within a digital ecosystem. While challenges remain, including technological hurdles, regulatory concerns, and public acceptance, the momentum behind digital currencies suggests that this change is inevitable. Ultimately, the move to digital currency represents a fundamental shift in the way money functions within society. It is a step toward a more interconnected and efficient financial system, but it also requires careful consideration of the implications for privacy, security, and economic freedom. Frank's enthusiastic reaction, "That's fantastic. Fantastic," captures the excitement and optimism that many feel about this development. Whether this transition ultimately fulfills its promise of eliminating the parallel market and creating a more stable financial environment remains to be seen, but one thing is certain. The era of digital currency is on the horizon, and the world is preparing for a new financial reality. Thank you for tuning in to the Iraqi Dinar Update channel. We appreciate your support and engagement as we continue to bring you the latest news, analysis, and updates on the Iraqi Dinar. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss an important update. Stay connected with us for real-time insights, expert discussions, and market trends. Until next time, stay informed and keep watching for the latest on the Iraqi Dinar. See you in the next update.